Welcome to Module 5.2, where we will explore the intricacies of empathy, specifically the three types: cognitive empathy, emotional empathy, and compassionate empathy. While empathy is often seen as a foundational skill for effective communication and relationship building, it is essential to recognize that it comes with its own set of challenges and potential pitfalls. In this session, we will not only differentiate between these types of empathy, but also assess strategies for mitigating risks such as empathic distress and compassion fatigue, and explore the ethics of empathic inquiry. Understanding empathy is often defined as the ability to understand and share the feelings of another person. It is a multifaceted construct comprising three distinct types: cognitive empathy, emotional empathy, compassionate empathy. Each type serves a particular purpose in our social interactions and relationships, but also comes with its own set of challenges that we must navigate thoughtfully. 1. Cognitive empathy, often referred to as perspective taking, involves the intellectual comprehension of another person's emotions. It allows us to understand how someone might feel in a given situation without necessarily experiencing those emotions ourselves. This type of empathy is invaluable in settings where effective communication and negotiation are crucial, such as in counseling, conflict resolution, and leadership. For example, a manager may use cognitive empathy to understand the challenges faced by their team members during a stressful project. By recognizing the pressures and emotional states of employees, the manager can implement solutions that alleviate stress and foster a more supportive environment. However, cognitive empathy has its limitations. While it helps in understanding others, it can sometimes lead to a sense of detachment. Without integrating emotional elements, one might appear cold or uncaring, even when they are genuinely concerned. Striking a balance between cognitive and emotional empathy is vital. 2. Emotional empathy occurs when we not only understand another person's emotions, but also feel them ourselves. This empathetic resonance allows us to connect deeply with others, providing the emotional support they may need. Emotional empathy is particularly important in personal relationships, as it enhances intimacy and strengthens bonds. For example, when a friend shares their grief over a loss, experiencing emotional empathy allows you to feel their pain and offer the appropriate support. This deeper emotional connection can be incredibly healing for both parties involved. Despite its advantages, emotional empathy can lead to empathic distress, a state where the emotional suffering of others overwhelms our own emotional resources. When we absorb the pain of others without adequate coping strategies, we can become emotionally drained and ineffective in offering support. 3. Compassionate empathy, sometimes referred to as empathic concern, combines cognitive and emotional empathy with the desire to help the other person. It is proactive and often results in compassionate action. This type of empathy fosters motivation to alleviate the suffering of others and can lead to concrete acts of service and support. For instance, a healthcare worker might feel the pain of a patient, emotional empathy, understand their struggles, cognitive empathy, and subsequently provide care and comfort, compassionate empathy. However, compassionate empathy also has its challenges, particularly the risk of compassion fatigue. Compassion fatigue can occur when caregivers and helpers become overwhelmed by repeated exposure to the suffering of others, leading to emotional exhaustion and burnout. Strategies to mitigate risks. While each type of empathy can greatly enhance our interpersonal relationships, it is essential to develop strategies that mitigate the associated risks. 1. Empathic accuracy. One tool to enhance empathy while minimizing risks is the development of empathic accuracy, the ability to accurately assess and understand others' emotional states. Engaging in active listening, Asking clarifying questions and seeking feedback can improve empathic accuracy. By honing this skill, we position ourselves to provide empathy without becoming overwhelmed by the emotions we encounter. 2. Boundary setting and emotional labor boundary setting is crucial for maintaining our emotional well-being while engaging in empathetic practices.